The world of environment and the world of military and security policy, actually two separate worlds, each doing its work in, so to say, its own silo. And we thought this Congress would be a unique opportunity to bring these two worlds a little bit closer together.
If you read the papers, if you Google Earth, you see that it's always going faster than expected. The melting of the ice caps, the melting of the glaciers, the occurrence of droughts and floods, the hurricanes, torrential rains, it all happens much more frequently and much more intensively than we expected.
The climate change is rapid. What you're seeing is a change in the distribution of rainfall, especially. That's what has the impact on the relationship between different types of human cultures.
Humanitarian action and disasters that will demand, because there are no other forces capable of responding so rapidly, the militaries around the world, as they are often sort of the global first responders. But it also points up the importance of reaching in many ways beyond just the military to develop capacities within other government organizations and develop public-private partnerships that will enable us better to respond.
So it's just prudent planning practices that if you think that there is a chance, a good chance that this is man-made and there's something we can do about it, we should in fact determine what we should do.
Because we have so many experts and good people who work with us through our members on the ground all over the world, many more than 7,500 who are here. That's already a sign, though. They could be a part of this machinery to provide early warning about issues that are going to happen.
I've fully scripted the task here, so if you think I'm being original, it's not the case. I'm just reading out.
Environment and security is interlinking for me very much with my former position I had in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and that was a roving ambassadorship for sustainable development. Since Johannesburg, the Dutch were very much involved internationally in getting sustainable development really implemented, and that is certainly not an easy task.
A whole range of issues related to bad governance, to extreme poverty, to disease, to food insecurity, and all of these challenges. And now on top of it all, just when we're beginning to make inroads into addressing the poverty reduction strategies and dealing with the effects of debilitating conflicts.
Our NATO Secretary General Jaap de Hoop Scheffer spoke in public about his conviction that NATO has to adapt its policy and capabilities and include environmental aspects. And I quote him, "The more we realize that environmental change has serious security implications, the more we understand NATO cannot stand idle by."
No security without food security, that's for sure, and that is especially in the long run. That has quite a few dimensions. It has a water dimension, it has a land availability dimension, it has an economic dimension in the sense that the pricing, marketing, and these type of things.
Any region of the world, if the two largest countries do not have a stable relationship, it is bound to destabilize the whole region.
15 years ago, when conflict started, you had internal displacement in Sierra Leone, in Liberia. Hundreds of thousands of people were displaced. In the region, we're talking about millions.
Security will be one of the major issues, not only from a traditional political perspective, but much more from the kind of risk what we are having at global level.
And it is very, I agree, it's very
in how to collaborate in transboundary natural resources.
Coming together is the beginning. Armed conflict is the interesting piece of it's not allowed because there may be a useful match. That's probably.
We were hearing yesterday about the impact of not right. It's got to be worked on.
Peace building process. Maybe is different from prostate.
theme of our workshop was how to bring environment and security together. Which challenges for change do we have, considering the fact that the world is facing tremendous ecological problems, especially in the form of climate change, melting glaciers, hurricanes, droughts, floods, water shortages, resulting food shortages, etc., which may result and are resulting in several places of the world already in severe tensions, conflicts, and the potential for violent conflict is there unless we know how to act. So we thought, let's bring together the security sector and environmental sector.
I mean, a bridge that you destroy, you can even reconstruct it after 20, 50 years. But if you lose a population of mountain gorillas, you never get it back. It's like with archaeological things. You've seen what the Taliban did to these big statues in Bamyan. We'll never get those things back.
Dialogues are an important part because it's two different cultures that are coming together here.
This has opened my eyes. Environment is something which army should not forget from day one, from thinking and planning processes.
It was not only the uniqueness of the crowd that was there in terms of being both from the conservation community as well as from the security community, but I have never been exposed to that, an international audience of that range before.
The most meaningful was that in the short space of about 4 hours, we had a very intensive, enlightening educational experience on how different regions of the world have a diverse set of experiences and conditions about environment and security relationships.
The excellent opportunity actually that these two representatives from the two sides are meeting and discussing issues of interest of both.
We can gain much more by getting into the military and help them to do a better environmental job than just staying within our own environmental sector.
I think it was very useful to see a dialogue between the conservation community and the security community.
The military security people see very much, what kind of tensions and problems